So at the moment I'm just in between shit. What an excuse. I'm in between stuff. What are you doing? I'm in between stuff. In between stuff. Don't know what that means. I can show you how bad my life is at the moment actually. This top, Gap. You know, I think it's pretty cool. Checks in at the moment and checkered shirts and all that stuff. Gap anyway. You know. Fashion, deal with it. Gap. It's a cool top, I like it. Right? Yeah, short, you know, I'm not a mess anymore. You know. Put a few pounds on. I was 11.5 stone and I'm nearly 6 foot and I put a few pounds on, but that's the part of having a relationship, innit? You know. You get comfortable and you stop giving a shit about yourself. I'll show you what I mean by that. Because, you know, I've sort of stopped caring at the moment. Because while I was wearing this, I'm wearing tracky bottoms, which personally I don't think is acceptable. You know, wear tracky bottoms if you go wear a tracksuit top as well, or a football top. That's fine. I've got no problem with what people wear. But with this, you should be wearing like jeans or something, just, you know, something to go with it. I'm not. Yeah, that's the kind of shit when you see. Excuse me. When you see people on meths walking around your town centre, fucking scraggy hair, and the beards. Oh mate, oh mate, and they stink, and they've got like a checkered top on, with some tracky bottoms, and then some really nice posh shoes or something like that, and loads of carrier bags with the life in it. You know, my life is spread around my house. You know, I've got guitars here, CDs, a computer, sofa, TV upstairs, a laptop, you know, a girlfriend somewhere else. That's my life. It's spread out across a number of things. If I lost that thing, I'd still have that. If I lost my CDs, I'd still have my computer. If I lost my computer, I'd still have my girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? It's spread out between stuff. But these guys, their life is in some fucking worn out Asda bags. And you look at what's in the bag, and it's just like fluff and pieces of paper and cigarette butts, and that's their life. They're happy, you can tell they're happy. Deep down they're devastated with how things turned out, but on the outside they're happy. Bit violent. And yeah, every town's got the nut, aren't they? Yeah. They walk around. I would love to just translate what they're saying, because they might have something really important to say. They might have the answer to poverty on their mind, and they just can't get it out because they're mental. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a shame. But you know, they shouldn't have took maths. It reminds me, I was waiting for a bus once, and I was dead thirsty. There's a shop right behind the stop. I thought, bus didn't get here for 5 minutes. Run in and get a drink. And got a drink, came out and the bus was there. I was like, shit. But it wasn't going anywhere. There was no one getting on. I just didn't get why it wasn't moving. I was like, man. Ran to it. Got to the entrance of the bus. The way on. And I thought, what the fuck is that? And there's this guy who, like, he's dead old. He must be about 300 years old. Dead skinny. Ugh. Do you know, like in Indiana Jones when he drinks out the wrong Holy Grail and he starts fading away. If you press pause midway through that scene and the guy's fading away and rotting and stuff, if you press pause, that's what he looked like. Apart from, he walks with an arch like that. He just walks backwards. It looks like he's getting blown in the wind. It looks like wind's blowing against him constantly. And his life's a struggle. He just shakes and shit, and it's pretty heavy stuff to look at. And yeah, got on. I was like, oh, I did the common courtesy. I've got courtesy, and I thought, well, let him off. He's obviously got troubles in his life. And I let him off, and he just wouldn't get off. And I was like, alright mate, taking the piss a bit here. Waited a few more minutes and the bus driver was like, come on mate, fuck off. You know what they're like, just no politics have they, bus drivers. You know, ex-squaddy, you had tattoos, you know, go on mate, get off. Yep. And he had these carrier bags in his hands. And where the divider is, in the entrance for people getting on the bus, you know, people getting off and people getting on, I thought, well, I'll get in the getting on bit. And I was waiting next to the bus conductor, and I'll give him money while I'm waiting for this guy to get off. So I did, I waited, and then he started kicking me in the shins. I was like, woo! And what'd he do? I can't just dump him back. He was like ancient, he would break. I'm not saying I'm strong, I'm not, but you know, if you punch someone like that, you couldn't stand up as it was. You know what I mean? Punching, I'd be a horrible person. I'd be on fucking Hitler levels. You know, equivalents. So I was like, oh my god, and then he kicked me again, and there was just people laughing at me, fucking girls giggling at me, and I was like, oh god, I get red pretty easily, you know what I mean, I blush easily. You know, if someone says the word sex, I'm fine with it, do you know what I mean? But it just makes me go red, because what if they start asking me stuff about sex, and at work, these like middle-aged women are like, so I had his cock in my hand, and I was like, oh god, walk away, and then they go, have you ever been like that, Dale? And they get you, and it's like, what? And they start asking you stuff about sex, and these middle-aged women who just find any young boy attractive, oh, he's sexy, isn't he? And it's like, I don't know, I'm really not, you know what about these middle-aged women you get at New Year's Eve parties, who just sort of like, get a bit too close for comfort, they're drunk and like, oh, he's gorgeous, isn't he? And they sort of like rub your leg a bit, and it's like, you probably would, you know, from a boy's point of view. I think every teenage lad wants to have a middle-aged woman at some point in their life. It's a good learning curve, I imagine. Anyway, back to the mental guy, kicking me in the shins, really hard. I mean, people underestimate the strength of mentally ill people. I mean, the mentally ill have got like this strength, this untapped strength, which I'm pretty sure all these like Shaolin monks would be interested in knowing about, because their strength. And a guy with Down syndrome once grabbed my wrist. Fuck me, it hurt. He just grabbed me. And I was like, ah! And he's fucking, it hurt, do you know what I mean? They've got this untapped strength. And he kicked me in the shins, kicked me again. And then he was trying to swing these bags at me, but his arms just couldn't do it. Good. Okay. Anyway, the bus driver, oi! Probably a regular, does it to everyone. Get off! He went, grunted at him. Just walked off. I had to fucking hobble along. I looked like him. At the time he'd finished with me, I was walking like him. I was like, oh! And, you know, it was horrible. I don't know what was he thinking? What was he thinking? Now, I'm not going to say people like him should be locked up, but when innocent people are getting kicked in the shins, you should start thinking about that. I mean, not on, is it?